Messy. Messy. Messy.
Hello.
Messy.
Hello? No?
I'm mad at you.
No. I was like, are we not doing this
I'm mad
right
at
now?
you.
Oh, you're going to yell at me?
I'm
Are
going to
we
yell at
starting
you right now.
You're starting the yelling?
Yes.
Guys, Mike's going to yell at me. We're not doing a normal intro. Mike
No.
is mad at me. We're fighting.
Because me and Mac have never actually worked together on a serious project. We've always been lighthearted and fun. You work with me now.
We're business partners.
We are business partners.
That's weird. That's gross.
And we're also friends.
Yes. What's happening?
So I will tell you when you do well, and I will tell you when you suck.
I hate this.
So the first episode came out. Thank you guys for your critiques, your suggestions. We listened to them. As you can see, lighting.
Wow, you can see my face.
If you want to see this, you could watch it on youtube.com/MessyPod or the premium option on the Himalaya app. Comes out a day early.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yes,
Just saying.
check us out on the Himalaya app. Subscribe and
So-
watch out for premium content.
Bitch.
No.
Bitch.
No.
Shut up.
No.
It was episode 1.
Okay.
We don't have an audience yet.
Yes.
You don't
I
have-
mean, we have an audience.
We have an audience, but we don't have a huge audience like I know you're used to. So when I market something, I come from a marketing background.
Okay. Oh, so I
Masters.
was bad in marketing?
Masters.
Is this you yelling at
When
me?
I socialed something, it goes on my Twitter, my Instagram story, my Facebook. I put it as a post on YouTube. What did you do? When I asked you if you
I
socialed the
tweeted
project.
it.
What else? What
I
else?
put it on my Instagram.
No, you didn't
story.
because I
did
checked.
put it on
You're
my
a
Instagram.
liar.
Story. Did I not?
You're a straight up
I
liar.
thought I did.
So everybody,
I
I want
did.
everybody here to know.
Okay.
I'm speaking for everybody behind the cameras who hired us, Mac, who are giving us this beautiful place. I'm here for everybody to tell you that's not good enough. A tweet is not good enough.
We are on episode 1.
And now we're on
And
episode
you're already
2.
berating me. I'll do better. I seriously thought I put it on my Instagram story. I probably thought about it. You know me. I probably thought about it and totally didn't do it.
We tried before episode 1. This is why messy happens, guys. We try to be productive and brainstorm. I go to Max. I was like, let's make like a special guest list, everything. We sat there for 3 hours, didn't even talk because Mac was hungry because he forgets to eat. 2020, Mac, eat.
Wow, I'm the worst.
But
We're
I love
learning
you.
that.
But I do this because I love you.
Maybe I don't deserve any subscribers.
I'm sorry for being. I also want to apologize for being extra feisty today because I slept in my spray tan, which means my jersey is
out.
full form. It's over 9,000. I'm jittery. I've had so far today 2 cups of coffee, a C4 on the go can. Sponsor me. Continue to sponsor me. I need those bills.
Oh my God.
And a fucking Red Bull. I'm about to crawl out of my skin.
Yeah, I had Starbucks and now I'm having this Red Bull. Yeah, so I'm just like shaking. I'm just like so jittery.
I'm ready.
But I also want to apologize to our viewers
Good.
because I've been getting a lot of comments about you. Now it's your turn, but it's nothing that deep.
What?
A lot of
I'll
comments,
fight
a
back.
lot of emails. You've probably gotten emails too.
What?
But we've messed up on a podcast episode. It was a previous episode, like a while ago.
What? I didn't see shit.
So if you guys
What did I do?
remember,
What did I do? What did I do? What
it's
did I do?
nothing bad.
Because
It's
if
nothing bad.
I'm not
Calm
sorry,
down.
I'll say I'm not sorry.
If you guys remember, Mike said Jenna Marbles is from Pennsylvania.
Oh, fuck off.
We've been getting so many emails about it.
Fuck off.
Jenna Marbles is from Rochester,
Rochester,
New York.
Which, can I say, is 10 minutes from where I am in New Jersey.
And we've gotten so many emails about it. I've gotten so many like messages on Twitter being like, Mike messed up. She's not from here. She's from here. You're forgetting Jenna Marbles has like, what, 20 million subscribers?
Okay, everybody listen to me right now. Okay, coming from the Northeast, Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey, it's all the same fucking thing. Only one has more farmland. Okay, get off my shit.
The more you know.
I'm not sorry. Jenna Marbles wishes she was from New Jersey.
Putting the mic down right there, starting the beef.
Yeah, honestly, maybe I love Jenna Marbles. You know she's my queen. But if fighting her will get her on the podcast. You know, we
Feel
can
about
use
which
that.
state is better.
Yeah. I want to say something mean about the dogs. I literally can't do it. I love those fucking
never,
dogs.
never.
Anyway, awesome. Do we have anything else to talk about? I'm orange. You're black. Did I offend somebody? I hope so.
No, my 2020's been starting off terrible. You're gonna be mad at me. I did not leave my house at all this past week since the last time we filmed this podcast.
It's okay. I got really fucked up last night.
Wow.
I was so hungover picking you up, and I was afraid to tell you because I said I was gonna be sober. I broke it literally last night.
We are the greatest
I was at
influences
but
on
I will
how to
say-
do 2020 right, you know?
I will say I'm becoming an adult because I decided to leave the after party last night at 6 a.m.
Still drunk.
So I would be fresh for today.
What? Wait.
Yes.
6 a.m.?
6 a.m.
What after party?
Don't worry.
What
about
did you do last night?
Don't
What?
worry
Okay,
about it.
give me the
Don't worry
timeline of
about
your.
it. I decided to turn
entire...
sub. I decided to turn. Well, first I went to work,
Okay.
and
How long was work?
I got there at 8. I left at 2. It's like the Heavenly Bodies things at the chapel.
Okay.
And working at the chapel is stressful enough. And the thing is, like, being sober and working at a bar is tough. You're around
Mhm.
alcohol all day. Everybody around you's having fun. I want to drink too, but I can't because I'm at work. And then people try to be shady and give you a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, leave me alone. I'm sober. It's really fun. Honestly, the best thing about being sober is telling people that you're sober because you kind of feel like you're better than them.
You feel impermeable.
Like, I'm sober. It's been so hard. Feel bad for me and think I'm better than you.
I'm sober. I'm better.
I'm
I have
better.
better decisions in my life. I'm putting it together. Where are you?
Yeah. Well, cut to like everybody was out last night because it's like this Heavenly Bodies
Mhm.
party, and it's like all like friends of friends. It's like all my regulars were there. So then everybody's there. Everybody's having fun. So of course there's a million after parties happening.
Mhm.
So everybody's like, "Come when you're done with
You
work."
could have said no,
I could have.
but here we are.
And like we said I was gonna say no more. Okay,
Mhm.
well, sober month is turning into sober month during the week. Because as long
hate you
as
so
long as this isn't like a weekly occurrence, it's fine. It was
It's
a big,
fine.
it's a monthly event, and I had fun. I didn't
Look,
do anything.
Do you hear all these excuses you're making?
I didn't do
yourself
any
right
drugs.
now? Baby
No,
steps.
do it again. See, no drugs.
No drugs,
But
ladies and gentlemen.
I had a few drinks. I didn't get drunk. Yes, I did.
You did.
Shut up.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
and
what's
you
going
left
on?
at
Get to your fucking
6
segment.
a.m.
Get to your fucking
You left
segment.
at 6 a.m.
Yes, I didn't leave at.
How do you do that? How old are you? Let's talk
How
about
old
this.
do I look?
27? You're
Fuck you.
28, 27,
I'm
26, 27?
27.
You're 27.
I'm bored.
And you're staying up partying until 6 a.m.
I'm trying to segue. away
I
from
can't
this so
even do
hard.
that. And I'm 23.
I'm Mike fucking Mulderic. Okay, I
But
bring
until
the party.
6 a.m.?
Yes,
Oh my gosh.
it's a lifestyle.
I could, if I was forced to stay up until 6 a.m., I'd literally just start crying.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a skill. I'm just fun.
Congrats.
Anyway,
I'm so happy for you.
get to your fucking agenda.
Is it my segment? Okay,
Yes.
are you ready?
One, two, ready,
three.
and
Gay agenda with Mac.
It better be good. It
Let me.
hope it's not
Can I
political.
type in?
Is it political?
It kind of is. It's just weird. It's weird and it's stupid. But
Don't worry, this is gonna get a lot gayer later, so no pressure.
But a woman in California was just counted for 2 indictments for bomb threats she sent to a preparatory school in Washington, D.C., because the school just announced that they are going to include announcements regarding same-sex marriage in their alumni publication. She sent a bomb threat
Over
all the way
that?
across the country.
Over that?
Over that.
Who the fuck cares?
That's exactly when I read that. I was like, what?
Who the
So
fuck
random.
cares?
If you're going that far to that point across the country,
People care.
you
too
might
much.
need to get like extra help with
That
your
makes-
life.
Yeah, well, that's an issue. Most people. Why do you care that much?
That much.
That you're gonna blow shit up.
to the point that you're now conspiring terrorism for the sake of an announcement.
Because that's better. Because that's a better message to send. Did you see that shit about that girl from Kent State?
No.
Who's
What-
the girl?
The gun girl?
The gun girl and
Catherine Caitlin
whatever the
Bennett,
fuck her name is. Don't give her
Patricia?
that promo.
I don't know her
Don't
name.
give her that promo.
I don't know her name.
It's this girl, this Trump activist, gun,
Pro-gun.
anti-trans,
woman.
like all this kind of
She
stuff.
like
girl.
took a gun to graduation or some shit. I don't even know.
Yeah. So someone gave her a platform, which why?
I mean,
And she went around her university with a microphone, asking everybody what they think about like letting multiple genders use a bathroom or something
Mhm.
like that. And this one kid's response was, "I really don't fucking care." She goes, "What about like having tampons in the men's room?" He goes, "If a dude wants to use a tampon, let a dude use a tampon." He was an absolute king. She goes, "You don't care about people?" He goes, "I care about people's right to choose, bitch." And like he totally shut her the fuck down. So someone find
And
this man.
I know. I saw that video actually. You tweeted about it.
I retweeted it.
And then she brought up the idea about like, what about taxpayers' dollars on these tampons? Like, people are really going to front about like a $20 box of tampons, bitch. Like that's really that's what. Oh my gosh, you know.
Yes.
Oh no, my tax dollars. These $20. Oh fuck.
Yes, I know. At the beginning of the decade, we worry about World War III. A week later, worried about tampons in the men's room.
Exactly.
Love that for us. Wow. That got so gay,
that
Mac.
Got
that got
gay.
so gay.
So gay.
Wow.
Gay agenda with Mac is thriving with gayness.
Don't worry, because my segment.
Is your background us?
Yes.
Oh my god!
You're welcome.
Wow, you're obsessed.
It's our new channel art.
Ow.
Anyway, I have a hookup time story. You want to do the little jingle with me?
Yeah.
One, two, ready,
3.
and
It's hookup time with Mike.
Ooh,
Yeah. Low key, I just forgot the entire jingle until you started it.
Really?
Yes. I forget every jingle almost. I have to wait till you do the first note.
Mac.
And I'm like, okay, it's this.
Mac.
I'm a mess. I'm the greatest co-chair ever, you know?
Co-chair.
Co-chair, co-host. I don't know what this is. I'm a mess. I'm a mess.
There we go. Mac the best. Anyway, this person knows how to title things.
Okay.
It instantly caught my eye. It's titled, Am I a Prostitute? And when
Here
I
we
saw
go.
this, I was like, not until I fucking deem you one. If there's anybody who says whether or not someone's a prostitute, it's me.
It's you.
So
The king of prostitutes.
I decided we would find out. Obviously, I didn't really read it. I just like skimmed to make sure there was nothing triggering because when I get a title like that, I'm like, what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Saying. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's a little long, so I'm going to try to go through. Obviously, of course, they're spelling and all this kind of bullshit. So I'm going to do my best.
Okay.
Here we
You
go.
want me to read it? We can switch off.
No.
Okay.
We'll tangent. All right, ready? Sexy music. Bam. Hey, Mike and Mac. In this email, I'm going to tell you about the time when I was a prostitute. So, because of this, Boston, Massachusetts. Fuck.
Maybe you should have read it first.
So, picture this. Boston, Massachusetts. Winter. Freshman year of college. I was invited to a frat party.
Okay.
Sean Cody is shook. Because a classmate of mine was in one, and at first I was hesitant because at the time, 1, I wasn't out yet to anyone, and 2, I'm an international student from Indonesia.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Anyway, basically I'm not white, and as far as I know, frat guys can be homophobic and borderline racist.
Oh, yes.
Yes, they can.
Oh, yes.
Yes, they
Oh, yes.
can. Oh, so I get that fear. Anyway, so I was extra cautious, and it was around after we had our final exam, so there wasn't as many people there.
Maybe you should speak into the mic. I don't know.
I am speaking into the mic, Mac. I'm reading this broken language email from Indonesia about this guy was a prostitute. Can you give me a fucking break?
You yelled at me in the beginning of the podcast.
And I yell back. I'm glowing orange. Do I look like somebody to fuck with?
Just continue. Okay, let's go.
And now I lost my spot. Mac, goddamn it. Okay, it was after 9-ish when I went in there and was greeted by a classmate. I went inside, and bear in mind, I never went in or knew anything about the frat houses. So your girl was hella nervous and was slowly but surely getting used to the party. I had a few drinks, and at this point, my friend was gone, and I was all alone in the kitchen. This is useless information, but let's get to the fucking point. And then at this time, I noticed the guy was staring at me on and off. Sure, he's hot, handsome, and has massive big dick energy.
Wow, same.
Wow. At first, I was like, "What the fuck is your problem? Why are you staring at me?" But then he made a move. He approached me and was starting a quick conversation. He asked which major I was studying, where I'm from. I don't care. Whoever wrote this.
He's giving details.
No one-
the Charles
one
Dickens
cares.
of hookup
No
stories.
one cares. Okay, so
You stopped it?
I'm just going to go off what he said.
Okay.
So, he's at this party. This guy is giving him eyes from across the room. Ooh, fuck yeah, sex. We love that for you.
Oh my
He
gosh.
goes to the bathroom because he's feeling a little nervous. I don't know if this attention is real or not because I'm at a frat party. I'm not at a gay bar. I don't know what their sexual orientation is. I don't know what their preference is. Is this a dangerous situation for me? Let me run to the bathroom.
Turn the risk.
Run to the bathroom.
The risk of fucking a frat boy. I miss those
It
days.
is a risk.
It is. I've never done it, but
I have.
I feel like it is.
I always like to tell people when I first went to college, I couldn't get into any fraternity. But by the time I left, I got into every one.
hate you so much.
Anyway,
I hate you.
He runs to the bathroom. Ooh, hot.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
sexy. Escaping. He opens the door. The guy is standing there.
Oh.
Next thing he knows, the guy's pushing his way in, making out with him. He doesn't know what to do. They fool around and stuff, and he doesn't know how to handle it.
Oh
And
my
on his
gosh.
way out, the guy goes, I guess this is where I pay you. And he wasn't a
Wow.
hoe.
I mean, make that money though.
But
you had
Mama
you
didn't
had
raise
a
no
good
quitter.
time.
Mama didn't raise no
and
quitter.
you get a tip. Like, okay,
That's what I'm saying. This is where the story's
that's
going.
the America I want to live in.
This is where the story's going. This is where the story's going. So he takes the tip. He leaves. Next day, finds out that the guy was the president of the fraternity. Wow.
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 A Monica
A
Lewinsky.
dream.
Is that her name? Monica Lewinsky?
Monica Lewinsky? Yeah.
I always get her and Lorena Bobbitt confused.
Who?
Lorena Bobbitt.
No.
Do you know who that is?
Who is she? Who is that?
She cut off her husband's dick or something.
Oh, yes. I remember that. I remember. Oh, yeah. What
Tangent.
a time.
Anyway, so to this kid who got paid $50 for
$50?
like $50 for like
Wow.
sucking some dick.
From a
That's
frat
not
boy,
being
too.
prostitution. That's called a fucking tip. Times are tough. The economy is rough. You take it where you can fucking get it.
Maybe-
You're a prostitute
Maybe.
if you got paid for it ahead of time or you knew that you were going to exchange. If you just do a good fucking job and someone wants to give you $50, let me tell you something, you take that fucking money.
Yeah, maybe he didn't think you were a prostitute. Maybe you just enlightened him so much that he was like, I gotta pay him. You know what I mean? When the dick is like so bomb.
Or maybe you just
You're
got really
like,
good mouth.
I gotta give him $50. You
Maybe
know?
just got really
good mouth. When that mouth game is just on point.
I want to know what they did. He didn't say. They didn't say.
It was in a bathroom, so it's like, how much can you do
I've
in
done
a bathroom at
Mac,
a frat party?
Mac.
I'm asking the wrong person.
Mac. Last night, 6 a.m. No, I'm kidding. I'm so afraid I'm going to break something in here. Anyway, so that's called a tip. You're not a prostitute.
You're not a prostitute.
Sorry about that. You take
You
that
are
fucking...
a working human getting that money. You
what
know?
do you feel about sex work?
Sex work?
Yeah.
It's work. It's there.
Should it be a thing? Should it be allowed?
I mean, it is allowed, right?
No.
I mean, it is at a point. You mean
No.
like prostitution?
No,
and all that
sex work
stuff?
is not legal. No
Sex
matter
work-
what.
I mean, a portion of it is,
not
right?
in the States, Mac.
I mean, like, what's like OnlyFans, being a porn star? Isn't that
That's
considered
not
sex work? No.
No.
What's sex work
That's
then?
porn. Sex work is literally the physical act of having sex with somebody for the exchange of currency.
That is porn.
Having sex with somebody
That is porn.
for
Yeah, porn and all that stuff. OnlyFans. I mean, I saw a documentary and they were considering
It's-
themselves sex work.
it's yeah, okay, there has to be a camera involved, but like, okay, finding somebody on the street and being like, here's $100, do something to me. That's not legal.
Is that legal anywhere?
No, you want to know how you get around it? I could tell you because I did it. You get paid
Was
for
that your way to segue into admitting that you did something terrible?
I'm not admitting shit. I retract my statement. But no, you say you're not a prostitute. You're an escort, and you get paid for your time.
Yeah,
You can
I
get
mean,
paid for
yeah.
your time, and then if
That's the
something
thing.
happens during your time that was between two consenting adults,
Yeah,
that's legal.
that's the loophole.
That's
Yeah,
the way you get
That's the
around
way you
it.
do it.
And when you're, 15-year-old lost in New York City. We have a guest, guys. We have a guest.
We have a guest.
We have a guest.
Speaking of 15-year-olds lost in New York City,
We have a guest and a special surprise. We're going to take a 2-second break. We're going to bring him in. He's big.
he's big.
He's scary. And he may cry.
and he's nice. He's great.
You don't know that. You haven't met him.
I mean, I've seen him on TV, so that's all that matters, right?
We'll be back in a second with Billy Reilich. Reilich?
Reilich?
Reilich? I need a verbal confirmation.
He's too busy
Is it
drinking.
Reilich? Louder.
Yeah.
Louder. Great. Hope it picked it up. We'll be back in a second with Billy Reilich, everybody.
Woo! We are back.
We are back
Oh my
back again.
Yeah.
We have a guest.
Our
here.
first official
guest of season 2.
Well, Reese technically was
Yeah, I was
our
gonna
first
say.
official guest. But
Official guest. but
official guest of season 2. Welcome.
Hi.
How do you
Welcome to-
feel?
A little nervous.
Why are you nervous?
It's just
All the
us.
shit you've done and you're nervous about this?
Yeah.
You guys, let me introduce him. Here we have Billy Ilyich. If you don't know Billy, he is a bottle server.
Yeah.
Bottle server, actor,
I'm on TV.
man of muscles.
He's a
gone.
TV personality.
Let me tell you what this bitch has done. He's gone from Ellen to VH1 to MTV, and
was
now
on
his
E!
greatest achievement, Messy.
the podcast.
This better be in your Instagram bio.
Sure,
Billy
yeah.
Reilich.
Watch link here.
Perfect. He's watched me make a YouTube video before, and he's like, "This shit's fucking weird, but great. I love
Oh,
it."
just screaming at a camera for
Yeah.
like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you walk over here,
and
and then you walk over here.
Yeah.
All right, I got to
awkward.
start over here.
Yes.
And then people awkwardly walk by behind the camera, and they have to listen to it as well.
There was this old Russian man.
Oh, it was weird.
Tangent. We're not going to get into it. Anyway, I decided that we are going to finally announce a brand new game. It's an icebreaker.
I totally forgot about this.
Because I did something.
What's underneath the cloth?
I did something.
Oh, you'll find out.
You guys gave me creative control, and I ran with it. I stayed very on brand of the podcast, and I decided what's something fun that we could play with every guest when they come on the podcast. So I made a purchase.
Oh, I saw this on Twitter. Not excited about this.
Shut up. I gotta shut up on Twitter. Huh?
Should I give you a drum roll?
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Douches.
I have this exact one.
I think we all have this exact one.
I want to know who the FBI agent that follows me is, because he's gonna be like, "Why did he buy 10 douches on Amazon the other day?
You get a knock.
What's going on
Like,
on your
excuse
Instagram
me,
story?"
sir?
Yeah, what's going on? You guys, we got a tray of douches, and we're gonna play a game called Will It Run Clear? Thanks for being here. We know you're filled to bear. It's time to play Will It Run Clear? That's a jingle. Somebody make that a jingle and send it to MessyPod@gmail.com. Thank you. I don't know who you are that makes all our shit for free, but if you're listening, hello.
New
They
ringtone?
quit episodes ago. They're like,
Yes.
this is a mess. This is never going to happen.
Yes. By the way, we should pay him.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna.
We will.
Maybe.
If you're listening. Hi.
But this is how the game is played, guys. I have a tray here of 10 douches.
Mm.
And you're going to take it and squirt whatever's inside in your mouth.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you what's inside, because there's penalties for what's inside.
Oh, jeez.
Some of them have water. And as we know, if it's clear water coming out, you're good to go. You're fine. You're safe. You get to move on and nothing bad happens to you. Guys, this is also like sex ed.
Sure.
So all the gays out there listening, you're welcome. You don't have to learn this the hard way
I have
like
a few
some of us had
friends
to in
that
the backseat of our
probably could,
car.
yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Sorry, what?
Go on. Backseat of the car.
No. Yes, if it runs out clear, you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't, you're not.
So what's the dozen?
Some of them have vodka in them.
Oh, that's
Where it's
clear.
like it's still clear, but it's like when it's like clear, but it's still a little like clear. Like you should do it one more time. So if
I think
you
we've all been there.
yes, if you get that, you have to make a confession.
Ooh.
You have to confess something live on this podcast.
Well,
Some of them-
recorded on this podcast.
Shut up, Billy.
Edit it on this
Edited
podcast.
into this podcast.
Shut up, Billy.
All right.
Some of them have whiskey Coke.
Oh.
If brown water comes out, guys, you stop.
Yeah. Okay.
It's over.
If you get a whiskey Coke, you have to do a dare. That's right. And the final one of these special ones has vodka cranberry. If it's coming out red, go to the hospital. First of all. But if you get that one, you have to unlock your phone and relinquish it to the other two people to do whatever they want
What?
for 2 minutes.
No way.
On your social media, on Twitter and Instagram. We won't text anybody, and
Guys,
we
I
won't say
have so
anything
many
racist or
weird
homophobic.
DMs.
I'm not going to go through your DMs, Billy. I don't care about your dick pics.
It's okay.
I
We're
just
all
want to
scared,
tweet
Mike.
something rude.
In
I
this
want to
moment
tweet
right
at
now.
somebody.
All
Are
right,
you
let's
verified
play.
on Twitter?
I'm verified on everything.
I'm going to tweet at Ellen to suck my dick.
Oh, that would
I want to be
not
like, Ellen
good.
DeGeneres, eat this ass.
That would not
Sincerely,
be good. Don't do that.
Nick The
Ellen.
Gardner.
Don't do that.
So you better hope you don't get it,
All right.
because it could happen to me.
Oh
Let's
my
play.
gosh.
All right, so who wants to go first? Here we go, guys. Will it run clear? Mac.
Me? Oh, no. Okay.
Pick it, and squirt that shit in your mouth, boy.
Okay.
Come on.
You can't smell them first either.
I don't recommend doing that ever,
I
first
mean-
of all.
I'm afraid I'm gonna like
It's a
make it-
game. Whatever.
Oh, ooh.
Ooh.
They stay together.
Shoot that shit in your mouth, boy.
Do you have to like give distance? You have to like shoot
Like,
at
show it?
I mean, however you want to do it, it's up to you, whatever you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, producer off camera. If you guys would like to see us play this game and not just hear us play this game, you could sign up for the premium version on the Himalaya app. If you guys aren't following us on the Himalaya app, you get the audio out a day early and you get the visual out a day early, or you could wait a day and get it on YouTube.
That was a great shout out, but I think he meant how are they going to see the liquid in the.
Yeah, or else I'll just be like, yeah, that was vodka.
Thank you.
Well, okay, no, you guys are just going to have to trust it. Okay, whiskey, vodka, water, and cranberry, it all tastes different. You're going to know what's inside.
Oh, there are some with
if it's
water?
whiskey, you know
There's
it's whiskey.
none with water. Don't lie.
4 have water, bitch. 4 have water, 3 have vodka, 2 have whiskey, and 1 has cranberry.
Oh, I hope you get cranberry.
I hope you get cranberry.
I'm putting it in the universe.
I hope you get the
Cranberry
bloody
for
douche.
Mike.
I hope you
Cranberry
get
for
the-
Mike.
Listen,
Cranberry for
listen,
Mike.
bitch. Listen, bitch. You better hope we're on the show one day. I will fight you
Can't
every
wait.
day.
Can't wait.
We'll talk
So
about
do
this
I
later.
put this in my mouth now,
Yeah.
or
Yeah, squirt it in your mouth. Tell us what's
I'm
inside.
scared because if it's whiskey, I might throw up.
And you can't lie because I will taste it.
So many.
Such like a never in my life did I think I'll be squirting a douche into my mouth
You're welcome.
in front of like a bunch of people. People that probably don't even know what a douche is.
You're welcome. You guys, we're gonna show up next week to film. They're just gonna like lock us out.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're not welcome back.
It's clear.
It looks rather clear.
It's water.
It's water.
Oh.
Leave it off to the side.
Max safe.
I want.
You put them all down.
I don't remember what I did.
Oh.
Fine. You want to pick the one for me? Which one do you want me to do?
The one in the middle and the top.
This one?
Yep.
Oh.
Sorry, douche down. All right, here we go. Water.
What?
Fuck you, Billy.
Shit. I'll go with the one that Mike was gonna pick.
Yes.
I'm like scared for
Suck.
you.
I'm so
That-
nervous.
Here
This
we
is
go.
so
maybe,
weird.
Maybe
We're
Mike
gonna,
shouldn't
here,
have
this is how we're gonna do. We're
This,
gonna, we're
the
gonna call
same
him in.
visual
We're
that
gonna
I've
cheers
seen
you
for
in.
so long.
Ready? You have to do it on 1, 2, 3. Suck that douche. Vodka.
It was whiskey.
It was whiskey.
It was whiskey?
Was it whiskey?
Is it Fireball?
Honey whiskey.
It's honey whiskey.
Take your shirt off.
All right. Great dare. That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah!
Oh, my God.
Oh, you can
Oh
put it
my
back on after the
God.
game. Maybe.
Oh, my
Maybe.
God. My virgin eyes. I cannot see
Fine
this.
with that dare. Actually, that didn't taste bad.
No, I made sure it tastes good. I'm a bartender, bitch.
Not a good one.
Oh, okay. I'll remember that next time you come up to me like, can you make me this raspberry mojito? No.
I don't know how to make it.
No. Do you know he fucking can I
Spill,
can I talk
whatever.
about things I've seen? I've seen Billy hook up with Nikita Dragon at the bar and I said it.
That was a lot.
I said it. And he didn't know who
Does-
Nikita Dragon
Does
was.
Nikita Dragon want to have this out there in the
I don't
world?
know or care, but Billy, you can tell us, still cut it out if it's an issue, but I'm gonna say it.
Whatever.
It's better to ask for forgiveness than for permission.
Not true.
Are you
but
sure?
okay.
Yes.
Not in this world anymore.
Yes, I mean that's how I live my life.
Have you seen Twitter?
Cancel me. I need the views. Pick a douche.
We're still going?
Yes, we're finishing the whole thing.
What? I thought it was just one.
No, I have 10. What do you think? I bought 10 douches for my health?
I thought it was just like pick out oh my gosh. This is like going on forever.
Side note, I just want you to picture this. I forgot to mention this before we started. Imagine me this morning in an elevator with this tray. And it stopped the floor down and I was like, oh no. And this woman came in with her daughter. And I'm standing there, tray of douches on
They're
a plate.
toys, yeah. She doesn't know.
Anyway, I just want to explain to you how my morning went.
They're just turkey basters. They just
Yeah.
look very weird.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, suck that douche. It's clear
Clear.
again.
It's vodka.
Confess to me, daddy.
Confess what?
Confess something. Make a confession.
Make a confession?
Secret.
Yes.
Ooh, I have never broken a bone in my body. I don't know.
What a great confession.
What's
Great
something bad? Like
confession.
if
I'm
you're
so
in
sorry.
church and you need to it's like
Oh.
10 Hail Marys.
Oh,
Max.
there's so. Oh no.
Make a
There's
confession.
Too many confessions.
Make a confession. This can't be that hard for you.
I mean, what exactly do you want me to confess? There's so
Something
much
bad.
things. Something bad.
I mean,
don't
don't
do
cancel
anything that
yourself. Yes, you do. I've thought of 20 while we've been sitting here waiting.
bad. What? Name one.
It's not my. No, I didn't get the vodka.
Something bad. I don't think anything bad. I literally have no idea.
You have nothing bad? Is it nothing embarrassing if there happened?
What was your last porn search?
Ooh.
My last porn search? Let me see. Doesn't exist. I don't really search for porn. I just have a... Oh,
What do you
confession. I have a porn Twitter. I have a Twitter
There you
specifically
go.
for looking at porn on Twitter.
Is it so you don't accidentally retweet it or favorite
Yes,
it?
accidentally like something, and it's like some booty bouncing on people's timeline.
Is that because
Like,
Tumblr?
liked by Mac does. Yeah, Tumblr stopped doing porn. I was like, where am I going to get my sweet
Twitter.
cheeks? You make a second Twitter account and go ham.
I just do I like the risk.
The risk.
Yeah. And also I feel like if someone like saw like Mike like this porn clip, they'd be like, yeah. Yeah. Anyway. All right. I get to pick a douche. Okay.
Cranberry.
I want this one. It's falling.
Feel the cranberry.
I'm so scared.
Oh,
I don't
oh.
want it to fall out.
Oh,
Oh my
you already
gosh,
know what's in it
Mike.
now.
Okay, what's in it?
You poured out.
You poured it
Oh,
out.
I have to drink it.
It was clear.
Vodka.
Vodka?
Took me a second, but it's vodka. Confession.
Who'd you kill?
I hated you when I first met you.
I believe
Billy.
that. That's fine.
When I first moved to LA, let me tell you why, because I never said
Ladies and gentlemen, our
I didn't
guest.
hate you. I didn't hate you. I didn't hate you. It was like, I don't even want to talk to you. Because when I first moved to LA, I was getting used to everybody at the bar and WeHo, and I was like, oh, everybody's so into themselves.
Yeah, and Mike's like, oh, I'm so small compared to that guy.
They're going to fight.
That was what happened, right?
Wait for the challenge. Wait for the challenge. Anyway.
Did you get a call back? Oh no? No. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we'll just keep
Shut.
going on. So
We'll
Mike
get there.
hated me.
We'll get there. I hated you, but I didn't hate you. I just didn't like you because I was like, I saw, okay, here's this like.
But to my face, he was like, oh, hey, how are you?
I
Great
never
to see
talked to you.
Yeah,
I
I
never
love
talked to
you.
you. I never talked to you. I didn't even talk to you. Because that's how once we talked for the first time, I was like, oh, actually, he's nice. Because when I first got there, I was like, oh, you were like an Abbey staple. And I just moved there. And I was like, here's this huge guy. He's probably so cocky and full of himself. I didn't even want to fucking talk to him, give him
It's
time
true.
of day.
It's true.
So you were jealous.
I remember when, you know how I met Murray Swanby? He came up and he was like, hi, I'll take this. And I charged him. And he was like, oh, you
What?
must be new here. And I was like, yeah, who the fuck are you? $12. Love him now.
$12? What do you get? Like a water?
Vodka something. And I wasn't giving him premium. I gave him well.
Oop.
But I love him now. Like you know too, because Billy is the exact opposite of what I thought. He's like, it's a fucking teddy bear. He just looks scary, but he's not. Which is why
Sure.
I'll fight you.
Okay.
We should move the douches to the side. There you go.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Just a table full of douches. That's how every episode's going to be from now on.
Yes, just that's our centerpiece.
I can't smell it. Whoa!
It's water. It's clear.
Water!
Congratulations.
Yes! Now, which one's my whiskey, though?
Oh yeah, I want to keep actually kind of.
Honestly, like,
we
that
just keep
tasted
drinking
great.
the whole podcast, just
That
squirting
tasted
douches
great.
in our mouth. I'm actually gonna do that.
The whiskey is awesome, I'm not going to lie.
What
Can you
has
imagine
this-
just coasters with douches on them? That's amazing.
That's actually a
That's
mood.
amazing.
Guys, grab your
actually
douche.
a
It's time for
mood.
Messy
This is
Pod.
such like watch people start doing this at like orgies, and we inspired it.
Orgies. This
That's
is going to be like
amazing.
cocktail
Circuit
hour.
parties.
Can you imagine this at the orgy? Just like, hi guys, tray of douches for everyone.
Would you like a douche?
Okay.
Do it. It's clear. Is it clear? No, it's whiskey. It's whiskey. Yes. Take your shirt off.
You didn't like that whiskey? No, I get to make the...
No.
He gets it,
No.
no, but he is right. Billy gets to do this one.
I don't know. I don't know Mac that well.
Just give him a dare.
Do
Do a handstand. Do a
no,
handstand.
let's make him call an X right now.
Do you have an ex?
No.
Do you want to be X on the beach? I need an X.
Imagine that's the plot twist.
Imagine you like pick a phone and call me. Anyway, what's it? I don't know. Something funny. Take your shirt off.
Something funny. I can take off my sweater, but that's it. I'm not gonna show these man tits.
We'll get
I don't want to get
copyrighted.
flagged.
Think of something.
A dare for myself.
Do a handstand. If you guys want to see Mac attempt to do a handstand, you can watch us on YouTube or
All
premium.
right, here. What YouTuber do you hate the most? Go on a 2-minute rant for it.
I just nodded. That's amazing. call them out.
Or do I hate the most?
And
Who
you
do
don't
I
have,
hate?
And you don't have to actually hate the most, so you could like the least.
Like the least.
That's a good one. Like the least.
Say their name.
Say their name out loud. I feel like right now, Tana Mojo.
I was with it. You're gonna say me.
Why would I say you?
Tana Mojo though.
Tana Mojo. I just don't like. I mean, it's not really her
Why?
fault. I just don't like the way we enable that type of behavior in the world. The way she is. I mean, like, she is kind of. I mean, you can tell that it's not fully her fault. That's who she is. But at the same time, people are just enabling that. And you can tell that she's like never fully sober when she goes to events and all that stuff. I've said that live on podcasts, and I hate that. I hate the fact that people are just like allowing her to be like that.
Yeah.
And like that scares me because I'm like, where is she going to be in 10 years from now? You know? And that scares me the most about her.
Wow.
That's why I don't like her right now because I don't want to enable her to continue being like that for her entire life.
Yeah.
I hate her in a mother perspective.
But you know she's doing that like on purpose.
Yeah, she's doing that on purpose. But at the same time, it's
possible.
like, how long is this going to keep on going? Like, where is she going to go from this? You know what I mean? Like, it only can last so long. Her doing this pathway that she's in. Like, how worse is going to get? Who else she's going to marry for like 2 months? You know?
T. Season 2, we'll find out.
Wow,
I can't believe that bitch got a season 2. I'm sorry, not bitch. I call everybody bitch. Billy, you're a bitch.
No,
I can't believe
he doesn't. He doesn't.
She got a season 2. Me and
Mojo,
Billy are
he's
both
calling you a
canceled.
bitch.
Anyway, is it my turn?
My show didn't get canceled.
I'm sorry. What happened to the Abbey?
Yeah, not my show.
Okay. Oh, there's gonna be an extra. Someone's gonna have to take the extra.
You.
Yeah, you made it.
You made the show.
No.
You made the game. It's yours.
Pull it back. Let's see it. Shoot it again.
Oh no.
What is
Shoot
it?
it again. Pull
Oh,
it
is it
back
like a
so we can see.
cranberry? Is it
Pull. No.
Oh. It is?
Yeah.
Give me your phone.
No.
Yes.
Give me your phone.
Oh, I'm texting
Wait, I wanna
all our
change the rules of the
managers.
game.
I'm texting all our managers.
I want to change the rules of the game.
You can't.
Whoever gets the vodka cranberry
No.
gets free hugs. Okay, well, someone set a timer because we're going literally a minute or 2.
A minute or 2?
2 minutes.
You said 2 minutes. Mac, you get a minute. I get a minute.
Okay. For my minute, you should interview him.
Remember this. Remember this. Remember that I know where you live, and
Okay.
I will fight you.
3,
Okay.
2, 1,
Go.
Go. Wow.
Talk us through it. What are you doing, Mac?
I'm on Twitter.
Okay.
I am going to tweet something.
Don't tell me what it is. I'll respond to it because you just tweet it and like I'll look at it. Because the other rule is when this happens, you can't like delete it right afterwards. You have to leave it up
Deal.
for at least a full day.
Deal.
As
Oh,
it's happening to
I'm
me.
so happy you got this. 'Cause
I'm
I was
pissed.
very nervous.
This was backfired so fucking hard. It was supposed to be you.
I was
thank
so
you for the timer.
nervous.
It was supposed to be you because I was looking at you. Bitch, you got pink eye.
No.
You got fucking pink eye.
No, it's a sty.
Whose ass did you eat?
Stop.
Did you get it last night?
I've had it, but it just started like getting
Whose
bigger.
ass did you eat? Whose ass
Everyone
did you
look
eat?
at it. It's not pink eye. My eyes are very white.
Whose ass did you eat?
No.
Whose ass did you eat?
No.
When was the last time you ate an ass? I want time frame.
A couple days ago.
Same. Oh my god.
Same.
Are you done?
No.
Minutes
Your
up in
minute's almost
4,
up.
4, 3,
Okay.
2.
You can go
One.
over if you need to.
Wait. Tweet. Okay. I
it, Billy.
said.
No, don't change
I'll
it.
read it afterwards.
Let me go to
I'll look
Instagram.
at it.
Let me go to
okay.
Instagram.
I'm just gonna give you the. Oh, nope. Unlock it. My bad.
Oh, son of a
Oh,
bitch.
this
Fine.
is 10 seconds we get back.
bullshit.
So, how's your day been?
Honestly, great up until now. This really backfired. We're not fucking even done with this game. We got to keep playing when this is over. Well, whatever.
We
Fuck
have
you
one
guys.
more left.
What are you doing? Are you just posting me? Thanks. What are you doing?
He's not even gonna tell you.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh no! Not a post. Oh my god! My analytics will go down. Sherman will be like, "Bye. Your picture got no likes." And then you know when your picture gets no likes in the first hour, you're like, "Okay, I know it's not gonna do good."
People are already commenting on your Twitter posts, whatever it is.
What?
Did you do?
Why are you looking at me like that? I'm innocent.
I have so much anxiety right now. I'm literally sweating.
There's
It's
nothing
2 minutes.
bad.
It's 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes. You fucking bitch. Give me
Sure.
my fucking phone.
Post
Give me
it.
my fucking phone. It's a picture. It's a picture. It's a picture.
Oh, I should have posted like a nude that you had in your story or something, or in your archive.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that would have been so much
Why
better.
would you post? That's terrible.
Oh, it's just a small post.
It's a small news.
You only have to leave it up for a day. It's a great picture of you with your messy podcast in the background.
Okay, I will say my arm looks great.
You're welcome.
I wish you gave me a warning because my face is literally like, what? Look what he did.
Let me take a douche real quick.
Hold the fuck on. Are you kidding?
24 hours. This is not a big deal.
What is the caption? I hate everyone. I smell like poop, and finally I'm admitting it. Go fuck yourself. Are you kidding?
A+. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What is your tweet? Okay, we can talk about that when we come back up. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, guys. My anxiety and panic fucked up the technical difficulties.
Your
in
powers
here.
went off and
Yes.
everything just shuts off.
I am Carrie.
Mac, what did you tweet?
What did you tweet?
I tweeted.
Because people
No,
are
I'll
already
read it, I'll read it,
responding
I'll
to
read
it.
I'll read it. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm such a fucking idiot. Mac does it is my savior. Aristotle suck my dick.
I was going to end it with ooh, but I felt freaked out. So,
You know they always joke that if he ever has an OnlyFans, they're like, Mike will be his first subscriber. And honestly,
for Ari?
Ari, I couldn't. Oh man, I would totally subscribe to that. If you guys don't know, Ari was on the Lohan Beach Club thing with me.
Mhm.
Oh, really? Wow.
We were so. Oh, we'll talk about that later.
Something
Well, fuck
you've
you.
never talked about. Oh
Give
my
me
gosh.
your phone.
No.
Whatever.
This
Drink your
is
douche. Drink your
this is
fucking
your
douche
game.
water. I'm so annoyed. I'm so pissed.
I got water again.
Are you kidding me? This backfired so hard. This is bullshit.
Your fault.
Which means what? That's whiskey? You said 2 whiskeys?
I'm not doing the last one.
Rock, paper, scissors.
No, I'm not
Go.
doing it.
What do you mean?
It's your game.
Fine, I'll do it this
Go
time,
ahead.
but you do it next time. That's how it's gonna go.
No promises.
Yes, promises.
Why did you bring 10 for 3 people? Is the question.
Do you want to fight?
Math is hard.
If you want to fight, we can fight. Okay, I just was fucking social
We can
media
swap.
assaulted. I'm vulnerable. Not the time. Anyway,
Is whiskey?
it's whiskey.
The whiskey's great.
The whiskey is great. The whiskey's the best part.
Jack Daniel's honey. Follow
God,
me. I
who
would
knew?
love it.
Who knew? Well, I mean, I guess it is sweet because have you ever eaten an ass and it's like sweet?
Why do we have to turn everything
I don't know.
into eating
I've
ass?
eaten a few dancers' asses and they're sweet.
Ew.
And I'm like, you wouldn't think they're sweet,
No.
but they're sweet.
So, Billy.
So, Mom, now that you're watching the podcast I'm on,
Now that we've loosened up, guys, by the way, if we need any kind of things to social, that was it. Highlighting clips. Y'all welcome. Anyway. Hi, thanks for being
Hi,
on our
Billy.
show.
Hey,
so,
yeah,
Billy.
thanks
Okay,
for having
so
me,
Billy.
guys.
So let's talk about your career real quick. I don't know how long
Great.
we've been going for
it's going to
a
be
while.
great talk. Real short talk here.
Are you sweating?
Yes,
Look at
I'm
the
always
sweat
sweating.
dripping
I'm
down
sweating
his
too.
abs. But look at the sweat dripping down his
Look
abs.
at this man, you know?
Are you
this
fucking
is great.
kidding
What
me?
a great time. Just 3 muscular guys just chilling.
The three of us
being
just gym
so muscular.
goers.
Just
you
like
know.
couple
All
of
of our
bros.
muscles just on this couch, you know?
I'm trying to convince Mac to go to the gym with me.
Let's do it.
You should come work out with me and Billy.
Scared of you.
We're
Do you guys
workout
work
buddies.
out together?
Yeah, sometimes.
No.
Sometimes we take showers after. It's cool. You can jump in. It's
I know.
cool.
He's always trying to
I'm
grab
afraid
me
of
though,
you
and I'm like,
guys.
Billy, stop.
Like,
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, we have questions for you.
Yeah, we
I
have
forgot
a few
you have a guest.
questions. We have a few questions. Okay, so let's talk about Ellen.
Okay.
Life with Ellen. How did you get that in the first place? For people that don't know, Billy was Nick the Gardner on Ellen's TV channel.
That's his
channel,
grinder
TV
name.
show.
Nick the Gardner. That's his poor name.
Never owned a
Nick the
grinder.
Wow.
Never
I'm
owned a
so
grinder.
happy.
Okay.
Never had a
owned one.
grinder.
Never bought one.
Never-
Wow, Nick's the
never
grinder having
taken
ass.
So how'd you get that?
So I knew a few of the producers moving out here, and I
Mhm.
drove out on a Friday morning, and I messaged one of them while driving, and I was like, hey, moving out to LA, if you ever need anybody, I know you have hunky guys on all the time. If you ever need anyone, let me know. She messaged me back within 24 hours. She was like, yeah, send some shots
Wait,
over.
she messaged you?
Uh-huh.
Ellen.
No,
messaged
not Ellen. One of the
Oh.
producers.
you? I was like, what?
No,
Where's that
yeah,
email?
right? Yeah,
And
are
is it
you
framed?
kidding me?
Can you get me tickets to the Ellen show?
Yes.
You can?
Really?
Yeah. I have tons of friends. They're all like awesome. Everyone there is literally
I have
awesome.
so many connections.
Literally everyone that works at Ellen is awesome.
In a week, you guys might see me and Mac in a crowd. I'm
Just sitting there,
saying. Just like,
Ellen.
Honestly, the tough thing about being at the show is like there's commercial breaks and like they always want like the energy up. So like you're tired. Your cheeks are tired because you're smiling the whole time, but your hands are tired because you're clapping and like laughing.
Yeah.
But like it's tough going and being in the audience. Like people don't realize that like having that much energy for like a couple hours is like really difficult.
well, you guys have a hype man, right?
Yeah, but like he has you dance and like laugh and joke and like
And you play games. I used to work
Yeah.
on The Talk on CBS.
cool.
So we always used to say like, oh, fucking Ellen. Because it was like whenever we had a guest, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm gonna. It was like whenever we had a guest, it's because like, okay, if Ellen doesn't get them, then they go on The View. And if The View doesn't get them, then we get them. But obviously they're going to go on Ellen first. So like we would
course.
try to reach out to guests. And if they haven't done Ellen yet, they won't go on our show. Like Ellen is first. So fuck you.
I didn't do any of that.
I'm just, whatever.
He just trimmed some hedges,
Yeah,
man. Why
I
you
just
yelling
get
at
in the
him for?
bushes.
Can you tell us anything interesting about Ellen? Like, did you have any
Um,
like fun experiences with her personally?
There was a really cool. I have a video I'll show you guys later, but there's a very cool. Like I'm sitting backstage in the green room, and we're just like hanging out, and there's like a big open area. It's like where craft services and everything is. And before the majority of her shows, literally like before she walks out, she plays ping pong with her producers, and like security is there like shagging ping pong balls, and she's just hanging out. Is that your Twitter going off?
Shut
right now? But she just like literally has so much fun all the time. And like nobody can tell her no. Like she's Ellen. Like what are you gonna say? You know? Like you know her first name and that's all you have to hear, and you're like, yeah, I'm in. You know?
She plays ping pong before she goes out. Wow.
Yeah.
I think I guess like
Let's start doing that. Let's just start playing ping pong before every episode.
Me and Mac just fight in the car.
That sounds
we
about
literally
right.
do. We just yell at each other for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, like I give him anxiety. I'm like, just so you know, I'm gonna yell at you when we get there.
Literally what he
literally-
kept on
About
telling
what?
me.
Yeah.
Exactly. In the cars, I'm just going to yell at you. I was like, about what? Nothing. I'm just going to yell at you. I'm like, okay.
Anyway, we have this awkward
Oh,
paper-
do you want to look at it? Here
yeah,
you
I'll
go.
take care of this. I got this. Ahem.
Oh boy.
Ahem. The Abbey.
Oh.
When did you start working at the Abbey? I've actually watched that.
I applied like the first week I got there. So I did my first Ellen show like day of. I got in on a Sunday morning and I went to Warner Brothers that Monday.
Wait, like when you moved here?
Literally the first day I was in LA.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. And
Fuck you.
that first week I think I did 3 episodes. Literally it was like I was like, this is so easy. Why does everybody say LA's hard?
Mike was
I
homeless.
had no
his
idea.
First day in Los
I was
Angeles.
homeless my first week. I lived in a
It was
car.
like immediate. And I was like, what is this? This is amazing. My mom was like, I guess it worked out. But I also realized like that paycheck doesn't last forever, you know, and like it became fewer and fewer and fewer. Like I ended up doing it for like 3 years, but like that dissipates, you know,
Got
pretty
it.
quick. And so after the first 2 weeks, I was like, I need a real job. My friends were like, why don't you work at the Abbey?
The
Like,
Abbey's a real job.
well, I worked at, exactly. But so
I
like
said it.
I worked at a couple bars in Ohio before I moved out here. And I was just like, you know, like it's very like similar. Like obviously the Abbey is a conglomerate and like massive and but it's very similar to what I was already doing. So I was like, yeah, sure. And I just showed up and I was like, I'll do anything. I don't really care. And they're like, all right, you have a job. I was like,
Really?
great.
Oh yeah, you probably just walked.
I
in and was
walked
like,
in-
I'm me.
And one of the managers was like, all right.
Yes.
I'm not saying.
Will you tell me later?
Sure.
Hell yeah. Because I mean, that's kind of like what happened to me with the Abbey, not the Ellen fucking show. When I showed up to LA, I literally just like, I got lucky they were hiring for the chapel, and I just happened to be there at the right
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, you're hired, and I was like, oh sweet, I'm not homeless anymore.
Wow. And I'm from here.
Max,
What's
like,
a struggle? I don't know that.
you? How long did you work before they got their show, and how did they announce that? What was that?
They
process?
started talking about like that they were doing auditions. And I was like, I don't want to do this.
Mhm.
And they literally called the entire staff in and just filled out paperwork. And then you sat down with one of the producers.
Okay, can I tell you the honest truth?
Sure.
That show was awful.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Because it should have been the gayest thing on TV,
well,
and
okay.
it should have been on Bravo.
Oh yeah, I heard that it wasn't like that gay, and I was like,
So they
about
split the
Abbey?
cast
Yeah, tell me how that
when
happened.
they did the pilot. They had actually the whole cast
Mhm.
from the Abbey. When they finally got picked up on E, they had all the guys that were actually like cast from the Abbey, and then they casted all the women. from like a different
Well, can you
company.
confirm or deny? Because I know a lot of people were like they hired females literally just for the show that don't actually work there. Because I know
Well,
they
now
started
a
working
few
there.
of them started working there because they were like, look, we're on the show. Like,
Because
we need.
Marissa was great. I loved Marissa. I loved working with her.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I didn't watch your show, so I don't know if you had a good relationship. I didn't watch your fucking show, Billy.
No. Like, in person, she was awesome, I guess, but like, just seemed very like ungenuine, you know?
Really? I
yeah.
just thought she was really cute.
Yeah, totally. I agree.
But how did that go? Because you guys, they were both produced by Buter Murray, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, how was that whole process? Like when you guys were filming, were they? Because they amped us up.
We
Did they
didn't
amp you guys up. Like,
we
this is
didn't
gonna be
work
big?
at all. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't work at all the entire time we shot. And they would be like, the cool thing about it was we were getting paid like very well. It'd be like, all right, you're gonna film Tuesday, Thursday, Friday during the day, and then
That's so
because you're getting paid so crazy. Like I was like, I don't need to work Friday, Saturday. Like get out of here.
I mean, as you know from other shows, that's so different.
Yeah.
Than how it actually.
They give you like a call time, how long you have to be there, and then if we went over, I'd just be like, peace, and I just
you guys
walked
got
off
to go
set.
home.
Yeah.
Like you guys get to leave at the
Had
end
my
of the day.
phone the whole time, like
Oh, no.
completely different than anything else. Yeah.
On Lohan, we were literally on lockdown.
Yeah.
It's like you want that fun bar, can't go. You can't go food shopping, can't go get a haircut, can't do anything. Like you're stuck in this house unless they have a camera crew on set to go film you doing it. You can't do it. I got filmed taking a shit.
Wow, I'm so sorry for your struggles of being on television.
Get off me.
I lived in a house for a month, and literally every time I took a poop,
Well, that's why I want to
filmed
segue.
and audio recorded, and
That's a great segue.
yeah.
That's why I could never
Miserable.
do reality TV. I just like give them nothing to the point.
Every
they have
time
to kick me off.
I sat down on the toilet, I was like, audio, I'm about to take a shit. If you want to turn me down, feel free. And like, I would hear all the time, like, thank you so much for doing that.
The little mic in your shirt.
Yeah.
I would always do it before. Whenever I knew I was about to say something good, I would always go, producers, get in here right now. I'm not doing this twice. And I would go in and just go off like I was fighting. I'm like, get in here. I'm not doing this again. Listen here, bitch. Like going nuts.
Oh my god.
That's how it went. But fucking okay, so the Abbey show, when that came out, because I thought the first episode was like good. I think it could have been a huge success if it was gayer and on Bravo. I don't think VH1 was the correct.
It was actually.
E.
Not VH1.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I think.
But also, though, like, they weren't ready for a club like that.
No.
Like, Vanderpump is one thing because of the style that they casted it, but they tried to make it so straight. Every client that they filmed coming in was like a straight situation. They had a guy and the woman's hitting on me or whatever it might be. But they casted all these relationships as like straight relationships, and they showed a lesbian relationship and a gay relationship, and they were both total messes. They didn't show anything working in a gay relationship at all.
Yeah, like Corey and Murray.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Come on. And
then-
so the whole situation with everything, it was fake. It was forced.
Yeah.
They're asking you to do stuff. They're telling you what to say. And it comes to a point where you're like, this isn't me.
Yeah.
And it just comes off so fake.
Because working at the Abbey there's like a lot of like personal relationships and there is a lot of drama.
Totally.
Like if they actually did it right, it could be so much better.
Yeah.
I think.
And there's a reason it didn't work out. Like,
Yeah.
and it's very obvious that like,
I have a question.
go ahead.
When they canceled your show, did you guys ever get like an email, a phone call, a text?
No. So after week 2, they just stopped advertising for us at all. And they moved us from Sunday at like 7 p.m. to Thursday at midnight.
That's like what your show did.
Don't touch me.
And I was like, okay, we're done.
Yeah. First of all, they told us, they were like, we're going to move you guys to Monday because we want to get the spillover from the Teen Mom audience. Because we were at Tuesdays at 8 and our views were nuts. Like it was great.
After watching some mothers, you want to see some bartenders on a beach?
It makes no fucking
Yeah.
sense.
Lindsay Lohan.
It makes no fucking sense. Because our first 2 episodes, when it was Tuesday at 8, we did great. And then they were like, we're going to move us. And then it fucking tanked. And then we all know the show was a mess. I'm not going to talk about my shit, though. You did MTV, too.
Yeah.
How'd you make that jump? Like, how did they come to you about X on the Beach?
Well, they reached out to me on social media, not knowing my sexuality,
Mhm.
and especially on social media, I at least portray myself as like the macho, like lumberjack, gym guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But like obviously like very different in person. And so I was like, look, I'm not very much drama. Like I don't like getting in arguments. Like this is probably not a good fit for me. And they were just like, okay, could you still do an interview? And I was like, fine. Didn't interview, didn't talk about hooking up with trans women, didn't talk about hooking up with guys. And I was like, I only want people to know that I hook up with chicks. Because I was like not out. I didn't want to talk about it. I wasn't interested in talking about that at all.
When you did that on TV? That was your way?
That was like
You
my way
basically,
of like
came
coming
out to the
Yeah.
world on television. Wow,
Takes
what
balls.
a story.
Well, so a lot of friends from back home were like, "Oh, I saw your TV show. It's awesome. Like, what are you up to now?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm seeing this guy." And they're like, "What?" Like, "Oh, you didn't watch the show. Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
great."
No, I get that. I like to go home sometimes when I'm hanging out with like the old guys from high school.
Yeah.
And they're like all talking about like, oh, I was eating this girl out. And I just kind of like love making people awkward. Like, yeah, I was sucking this dick. And they're like, whoa. Like, it just like catches you off guard because they forget. But X on the Beach is very different from your other show.
Oh,
Like what they do, that you get locked in that house.
you're in a house for a month.
Like,
well,
can you leave
before-
at all?
First of all,
No.
that show is like the weirdest premise in the history of like reality TV shows I've ever seen. Like, why do people sign up for that? Do you know you're
Well,
going to a beach?
don't
to,
lie
like,
to
meet
me.
your exes?
And so
Don't lie to me.
season 1 and season 2, they lied. I got to assume they lied.
Mhm.
And they're like, the exes didn't know that they were coming in for X on the Beach, but now they're here.
Yeah.
And like, no way. Because like when you're casted, you give them a list of your exes, and that's how you get cast.
Oh.
That's why I was like, I watch a show and they're all like, oh my God, I'm on X on the
Yeah,
Like,
no
wow,
way.
X on
He
the
went on the
beach?
casting call.
Yeah, no
You got-
way.
I really don't hope my ex shows up. Wow.
But so even all through like being casted, they put you in there as like untitled dating show is
Got
what
it.
they say in all the emails.
That is true. They called Lohan Beach Club. It was titled Summer of a Lifetime.
It was.
And it ended up being Lindsay Lohan's Fire Festival. So, great. That was awesome. But, that, I mean, if what show did you prefer? Like, what show did you have more fun doing? Abbey or X on the Beach?
I mean, both. The Abbey show sucked all around. Everything about it sucked.
Okay.
I loved the fact that it was easy and like I was where I already genuinely work and like enjoy being
Yeah.
as far as like work goes. But like doing X on the Beach was an experience like I would never want to do again because living in a house for a month with a bunch of total strangers was just like shit.
Great.
You did seem a bit tortured on that show.
Do you give me any tips? Because I was supposed to do it.
I know you would have been on my season.
Here's guys again. this
oh,
whole
it would have
thing.
been
I was
amazing.
supposed to be in the house of Billy, but my 2 female exes dropped
Said
out.
no.
So for the fluid storyline they had for me, they're like, you can't just have just guys, you need the girls too. So that's why when they were like, are you the
And
one
that's
is
why-
bisexual, Mike, pay attention to their cast, wink, wink, and hint. See you
And
guys in a year.
I remember that because then I told you just tell my sister to be your ex, and she would have been down.
I
'cause she
can't
really
lie.
wants to be on that show.
I can't lie. I won't be able to fake it. Because if I'm going on that show, I will fuck everyone.
Well, and that was the thing. So my first ex showed up, Cara. She's
Uh-huh.
amazing. God bless her. She showed up and literally like off camera, she like grabs me and she was like, "All right, there's only one rule I told my mother, and that was that I wasn't gonna hook up on camera."
I hate that. That's what the girls on our show did too.
I
You stupid
know.
bitch.
I was like, "Really?"
Why would you go on reality TV if you think you have morals? Where are you? Get out of here. That's what I think. All the girls there were like, we're classy, we're posh. I'm like, why are you here?
Yeah, yeah.
Why are you
And,
here?
and that's what I
That's
said.
like,
Like,
the people
okay,
that go on
I
the
get
Bad
it.
Girls Club and are like, I'm classy.
Yeah.
Like, you're on the Bad Girls Club.
Yeah.
That's my class.
I came here to embarrass everyone in my family. I want my cousin who went to Princeton to be fucked whenever he goes on an interview because we have the same last name. Okay, when they Google you, bitch, my face pops up.
There's like a governor in like Maine or something with my exact name. I know, and I'm like, oh, poor guy.
Poor guy. Well, because I mean, do you have any tips? Like, if say I would be going on the show, I don't know. They haven't even called me for like another interview. They're like, fuck this kid. He talks. Shut up, Mike. What would be your advice to somebody going on that show?
Speak your truth and just like like I had a friend reach out to me, trans woman from Vegas, and was like, I want to do a reality show.
Uh huh.
And I was like, all right, sure. And I just like passed a name along. And they're like, all right, we're not casting right now, but like, I'll just keep this in my back pocket because like, you never know, like something might pop up that's just like, this is you. This fits you to a T. And like, it might be something that's just coming out. Or it might be something that's been along for a long time, but they're trying to change.
Uh huh.
Just like,
On a
be
show
yourself.
like
'Cause,
that,
especially somewhere where like you're there for a month. There's no way you can fake it for a month.
Yeah.
Aubrey O'Day did, but nobody else can really do that. So like the big thing is being able to like show your true self like early on because like eventually throughout the month that you're there, like it's gonna come out.
Aubrey O'Day blocked my sister on Instagram.
I'm blocked on everything.
Really?
Ooh.
Do you know what she fucking does? This little sneak. This little snake, I'd never met her. Actually, that's a lie. She used to come to Barry's when I worked there.
Okay.
She makes all her pictures into videos.
Then
So
you
they
get views instead of likes, because
So
she
it
pays
looks
for her
like they get a
followers.
lot of views.
Oh.
Because if you look at
She
the
pays
likes,
for her
it's not a lot of
followers.
likes.
This
Fake ass
tea,
celebrity.
Wow. Yummy, yum, yum, sip, sip.
I'm going to do that now from now on.
Will we be seeing Billy on our TVs ever again?
I hope so.
What show would you like to do the most? If you could be on any other show.
If I could do the challenge, that'd be huge.
Yeah?
Because one, like being sexually fluid, like everyone in the house is fair game.
Do you think that's like, yeah, but do you think that's a good platform for that? Because from what I've...
No, it's not. But everybody already gets messy in that house anyway.
Yeah.
And so it's all about building alliances. And like, who's going to be better to build an alliance with than the person that's eating you?
Do people give you shit for that? Because I found... What?
Nothing.
I'm
Just
just here.
eyebrows over there.
Do you have
That was a
question?
great line.
Do people ever give you shit about like the fluid sexuality thing? Because I get it all the time. Gay guys are the worst.
Well, yeah, I hear a lot of gay guys. They're like, "Oh, you'll figure it out soon enough."
Yeah, I hate
And I'm like,
that. I hate
but
that.
then like all my bodybuilding buddies are like, "Oh, do you find that guy hot?" And I'm like, "No." I bet you think he's so hot. I'm like, "No."
No, not my type.
Yeah.
The challenge would be fun. I would lose.
Yeah, you'd lose pretty quick.
No,
No, you're
here's
really
the
good at
thing.
making relationships, though,
Yeah,
is
here's
what
the
would
thing.
be
Yeah.
huge.
Physically,
Yeah.
but here's the thing. Why don't we become like a Megazord? So I will
I don't
take
want
care
to
of...
touch your Megazord,
Don't-
dude.
For a storyline, you'll do whatever the fuck I say, Billy. We gotta get casted, motherfucker.
Give me more Jack Honey.
Take it. Suck that douche, boy. Prove all those haters wrong. Anyway, I'll handle the social.
think that's the
You do the physical. Because I can't...
Yeah, but we can't be one player.
But we could work as a team. And if
Yeah,
you
but if
betray
you-
me, I'll cut you.
You guys are already forming an alliance
If
outside
you're
the
starting
show.
a
We're not even
fight-
casted.
Not even casted.
What show would you do, Mac? If you
If
could
I
ever
were to
be
do a
on a
show-
reality show.
What show would I do? I feel like I want to hear your
Bad
opinion.
Girls Club.
Bad Girls Club. No, I told Mac if he was ever on a reality show, it'd be Cops.
Racism. If I ever do a reality TV show, I don't know. Keep on saying I don't know a lot.
The Real Gays.
The Real Gays. Aren't they doing that? Like the Real Gays of
I don't wanna
West
talk about
Hollywood or
it. I don't wanna
something?
talk
Is
about
that
Yeah,
a show
no
that's
publicity
happening?
for that.
Yeah, me and Billy both have little salty rims about that show.
Oh no. Let
I
me
do have a
it.
tag-
I'll
tagline,
spill, whatever. They asked to film, and they were like, "Would you want to be a part of the show?" And I was like, "How much does it pay?" And they go, "Well, it wouldn't pay you anything." I was like,
They said that
"No."
to you too? They said that to you too?
Yeah.
Oh my god! And they were like, if you fuck someone on the main cast, we'll give you a flat rate of $100. And I was like, first of all, when I was a whore, let me tell you, my rates were a bitch. Anyway,
Wow.
Not happening.
I do throw that in a lot. You're
Yes,
right.
You do. You do.
Anyway,
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Sorry, I got very sidetracked. Oh, that did piss me off. I do have a tagline though, like a Housewives tagline.
Really?
I swallow everything except for my pride. Da-na-na-na-na.
Didn't you just tweet
Mike,
that the other
why
day
are
or
we
something?
doing the show together? That's the biggest question.
Are there any misconceptions about you, Billy?
Who wrote
like-
these questions?
Me. I'm a professional. Welcome to our podcast. There's a microphone in front of you and a curtain. And, like,
Never coming on here again.
do you ever like?
Um,
Because I know people are like, "Oh, I was edited shittily," which I always think is a cop out answer. Or
No.
do you think
All right,
like is
the
there any
edit
misconception?
can only, well, first of all, they asked me about like my relationship with my father, and I was like, oh, I'm crying, and they cut that into like me like missing out on relationships and shit, and I was like, no.
Oh wow.
Like week 2 into living in the house, my uncle died. I wake up to a phone call from my mom. She literally goes, Billy, your uncle died last night. I was like, oh shit. Crying all day, just video on me the whole day.
Are
Just
you
taking.
serious?
Yeah, I'm like, are you kidding
Did
me?
they give you
and
like
I
a
remember
minute?
that episode.
Well, yeah.
They like sprinkled that in multiple episodes.
Yeah.
Of you just crying. And
Yeah.
people, like they
And
try
it was
to
like
take the
Billy's
story of
sulking today. I'm like,
Billy-
no, I'm not. My uncle
a
died.
sensitive man that just cries because he can't find love. That's how they painted it.
It's like,
I
come
remember that.
on. But other than that, like the whole misconception of like they edited me bad is like, no, they didn't. They just took your personality and they amplified it.
Yeah,
And so they showed exactly who you are and they turned it up, and you're pissed because you look like a dick.
I know. Let's be honest. It's not really hard to make me look gay.
So when Mike started working at the Abbey, He told the bartenders he was straight.
Shut up. This isn't about me.
Yes.
This isn't about me.
When
This
Mike
isn't
first
about
moved
me.
to
This
LA,
isn't
you
about
were
me. This
straight.
isn't about me.
I
This isn't
remember
about me.
that.
We have a
And
guest.
so
It's
I
not about me.
remember-
We have a guest. It's not about me.
I remember one of the bartenders coming up to me and going, Mike tried to tell me he thought a girl was really cute. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And she goes, I knew immediately that he
It was
was
Shannon.
lying.
It was Shannon. That bitch Shannon. I love you. Oh, Shannon. Whatever. Whatever. Who is the favorite reality TV person you've ever met, and who's? Can we silence our phones?
Shut up.
Can we silence our phones? Who's the favorite? Who's your favorite reality TV person you ever met, and who's your least favorite?
Oh,
Call them out. Say their names, Mary.
Mary?
Shut up.
I'm a big Survivor fan. My favorite Survivor is Zeke. Zeke, if you're watching, love you. He comes into the Abbey every so often, though.
Oh, really?
And do you know Zeke's story?
No, I don't know who Zeke is.
Okay, so Zeke hates the fact that this is what he's known for, but Zeke is a female to male transgender man
Oh.
and got outed in one of the tribal councils
Oh, damn.
while he was there. And that became like a huge storyline. Like he was like a fan favorite forever, regardless. Like he's just like amazing.
Wow.
But so that's kind of like what he was known for, was like being outed like that, which like it sucks because his gameplay is amazing and he's awesome at what he does. But I got to meet him and like I bumped into him and I was just like, can I get you a drink? And I'm like, hey, like very weird. But
Who's your least favorite?
Aubrey O'Day,
Really?
literally hands down.
What is it about her that was so awful?
So now I feel bad.
Don't feel bad, Billy.
Literally every day, Aubrey would have hair and makeup come in and wake her up early before everybody else would get up. And I think
You guys got hair and makeup?
no, Aubrey did.
That'd
She's
be you.
Aubrey O'Day.
That's you.
She's
That'd
Miss
be bad.
Daddy Kane.
But then, so the entire this is fuck it, whatever. The days that she didn't have hair and makeup come in, it would be beanie, massive glasses, and then like hoodie on top of it. And she'd be like,
Oh, wow.
and when producers were like, you can't wear that, she'd be like, yes, I can. And she would just like stay in her bed and come down and make food and then go back upstairs. That would be it.
Oh. You know, she's credited as the person that is the reason that Danny Kane broke up.
I believe
Because
it.
she
believe
like
that.
dated Diddy and then like they broke up and then he kicked her off the group.
Imagine
and then,
sucking a dick so bad the group breaks up.
And then
Imagine.
the group just fell apart
Imagine.
after that.
I love that so much.
But my whole thing was like, you're calling everybody else fake the entire time you're on the show. And like, you're calling people out for not being like genuine selves when it's just like condescending and like, you're not being yourself like literally 24 hours a day.
So it's like hypocritical.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Kaplan twins looked like they sucked.
Ugh. That's a
Didn't you
whole-
like hook up with one of them?
The Kaplan
we
twins
made
are
out
the
once or
painters,
twice.
right?
Yeah, they're like sisters that like
I
They
saw their
make
little
out
little
and play with
episode
each other?
on Insta
What?
Fame.
what?
They
Yeah,
were
they
from
had
the show called Insta
yeah, they had
Fame.
like
It was
10
like
minutes on a show or
15-minute show.
Yeah.
Did they
Yeah.
like would they like make out in pictures and stuff like that? Like what's
There's
going on?
No,
There's
they like
videos
they
on
paint their
YouPorn.
nudes.
No, there's videos on YouPorn
Oh.
of them like naked making out.
Oh.
And so
Incest. We love it. here on
according
Messy.
to the story that they were asked while in college by the professor to make art that is quote unquote disgusting or something like that.
Would you hook up with a twin? Would you hook up with a twin?
I have, sure. Not you mean like
No,
multiple
your twin,
twins?
like, if
Ew,
you had
no,
a twin,
No,
would
ew,
you?
gross.
With my own twin?
Yes.
No.
No.
Thank
what?
you. I just
No.
want to make sure we're all clear on that to make sure that like that's weird.
I thought you might hook up with a twin. I was like, okay.
Yeah, sure,
like,
yeah, whatever, yeah.
So hooking up with twins is great. Anyway,
Enough about you.
whatever. But you, well, whatever. Do you have anything like that you're working on right now? Or are you just chilling? You just like
I'm
relevating
just
in that money.
hoping for the challenge.
You really? I think you'd be great on the
I'm
challenge.
it's a lot of work to be ready for the challenge.
I could see you on Survivor or the challenge.
I can't do the Survivor because of my insulin pump.
Oh shit! I didn't
I'm
even know.
diabetic.
That would have
Yeah.
been a good
Oh,
question to
wow.
ask you.
Yeah, being diabetic sucks.
Next time. Next time.
If you want to get serious.
Yes,
Yeah.
if you want to get serious.
Medical talk here on MessyPod.
Yes, if you guys want to know more about Billy, then you could follow him. Billy, where can people follow you? What's your ad on everything?
Go to one of theirs, and they both follow me. I don't follow either of them though, and so just search Billy and
Too good for us, Mike.
Get off our fucking podcast.
He was on Ellen.
He was on Ellen.
I did just post both of
XFP.
you guys, so
What?
you guys will get some followers from me. So that's cool.
Thanks, Billy.
Guys, come on! I'm joking.
We know.
Sitting over
No,
here.
Mike doesn't know. Mike
I
doesn't
have never
fucking
been
know.
disrespected by a man whose eye is swollen shut with a sty before. So let me call it out
You
right
have
now.
now. You have now.
Where can people find you though? What's your at, bitch?
Billy Reilich or Bill Reilich on Twitter.
Wow, we love that. What about you, Mac?
Yeah, people can find me anywhere if you search Mac Does It. Or people can find you, Mike.
If you search anywhere at MikeMGTV.
What's the MGTV about?
I made it back when screen names were cool. My first screen name ever was Mike Likes Girls. And girls was spelt wrong.
Sounds about right.
Have you ever thought about changing your changing it to just Mike Molderic?
Can I do that?
Michael Molderic? Yeah.
Yeah, well, not now. After this goes live, people are gonna steal it and then make you pay it for
Make you
it.
pay for it. Like your YouTube channel and stuff. You can change it to Michael Molderic or something.
Next week on MessyPod.
Love that. If you guys want to follow us on our podcast social media, you can follow us everywhere at MessyPod, or you could watch the visual for free on our YouTube channel, MessyPod. And if you guys would like to get the audio a day early or the visual a day early, you can sign up for the premium option on the Himalaya app. The audio comes out, every Thursday?
Let's not say
that. Am I getting yelled at?
No, Wednesday.
Audio is every Wednesday. Thursday is the premium visual, and Friday it's out on YouTube.
Bam.
Where's your whiskey douche?
Oh my God, let's play again. Okay, well, we'll do this off camera. Thank you guys for listening. Be sure to send us your awkward hookup time stories to @messypod@gmail.com. If you make us any art or any kind of little jingles that you want us to throw in, send it to the email. We are looking forward to that.
Yeah, yes,
and you have just been, wait. We're gonna cheers. Douche.
Douche.
Touch douches. Get out. That was awkward. Get out. Bye. Thank you guys.
Messy.